right, Crendor, what is our big news story of the day?
Big news story of the day, big news story of the day. Okay, a Florida man is behind bars after he attempted to steal an airplane at the New Smyrna Beach airport so he could fly to California and meet his girlfriend while carrying nearly 500 grams of marijuana on Saturday.
Oh, wait, all right, never mind. I'm going to let you tell the story. I have lots of questions already, but okay.
All right. On Saturday, officers were alerted that a stolen vehicle had been found at the airport. While in the process of locating that vehicle, officers were flagged down by a man who said it was his vehicle that was stolen. The victim told officers that a man unknown to him jumped into the back of his truck and offered $1,000 for a ride, according to the report. The man then got out of the truck but left a grinder, scale, and cell phone. At the same time, the victim flagged down officers to describe the incident in the truck. Another officer at the airport was notified by a flight instructor that a man with a blue bag was spotted crouching on the wing of a plane station on a portion of the tarmac that was not accessible to the public.
Wait a minute. Hold on. What airport was this?
This was the New Smyrna Beach.
Is this a big airport? All right. Please continue. I just can't imagine that this dude pulled this off, but okay.
According to a report, the man asked the flight instructor how he could fly a plane. By the time officers reached the tarmac, the man was sitting in the right seat of the aircraft. When officers approached him, he asked if they knew how to fly the plane. The man...
You guys help me out here?
The man then jumped from the emergency exit window of the plane and was detained by officers. After the man, identified as 22-year-old Robert Steenstra, was secured in the back patrol car, officers returned to the plane and took Steenstra's duffel bag into evidence. Officers said they found Steenstra's ID, sunglasses, headphones, cigarillos, 2 lighters, a pocket knife, and
oh, my dude. Oh.
And a laptop.
He was ready for the trip. He was going to, look up stuff on the internet while he was flying?
He was.
Do you think he thought how long it would take to go from there to California?
I don't think
he planned out fuel and, weight ratios and flight paths, or was he just going to do it?
I think he was just going to do it. It's like, do the plane. That'll fly.
It's got wings.
Pipe. The glass pipe was also found and tested positive for methamphetamine.
All right. I was about to say, I don't know that pot's going to make you go steal a plane. I don't know that's going to happen.
Next to the duffel bag was a container holding marijuana.
Well, that was his gift.
Yeah. The defendant stated he purchased the aircraft for $20,000 cash recently. He was going to fly to California and meet his girlfriend. He advised he did not have paperwork and did not know the person he bought it from. The defendant stated he was let onto the airfield by security. It should be known that there is no security on duty at the airport.
Oh, that explains a lot. Okay, I was about to say, y'all need security.
While he was being processed, Steenstra told officers he was the manager for a medical marijuana dispensary and he was transporting the marijuana to California. Investigators said he had nearly 500 grams on him and he illegally trespassed on New Smyrna Beach property. He was taken to the Volusia County Jail on charges of grand theft, possession of paraphernalia, trespassing in an operational area of an airport, possession of cannabis on leaving the scene, and a crash involving damage. He is on $30,500 bond.
I have so many questions. From the fact that obviously his story's BS, but the fact that he would be like, yeah, I'm going to California with weed when all California is weed now.
Yeah.
Most farms are tearing down their actual food and growing pot now.
Yeah. No, it's they don't need more weed. They already got a lot.
Yeah. Can't even. Oh, man. People be dumb. That sounds about right. I want to know what his girlfriend thought.
That is a great question.
Was she at home where's my weed? Where's that man with my weed?
Who even knows if he has a girlfriend?
You're right. That could be a lie, too.
Yeah. That could just be a lie.
If he's going to lie about owning a pot dispensary, he's probably going to lie about a girlfriend, too.
It's like, where are you taking that weed? Oh, yeah, my girlfriend. Yeah.
She lives in California. You don't know her.
He might also just invented her if he's high on meth,
You're right. Meth can create a lot of things, like girlfriends.
Can create a lot of things.
Yeah, maybe he does have a girlfriend, but it's like a horse or something. You know?
Yeah.
It's like a vacuum cleaner.
Horsella.
My girlfriend Horsella? First off, Horsella's a terrible name. Horsella is a bad name.
They're just like, sir, you don't have to make this up. And then like a horse with like a half body, like centaur woman walks out and just starts crying. It's like, Horsella, wait. They don't understand. Horsella.
Yeah.
Then they bust out into a musical. It's like, Horsella. Horsella.
So basically just that David Lynch video is what you're saying.
Yes. Oh my God. David Lynch's new movie, Horsella.
Horsella. Horsella, no!
I just wanted to fly to you to bring you the weed.
But the twist is that Horsella was there the entire time.
Oh, shit.
She came to visit him. She's like, I came to see you and the weed. And he's like, no. And now he has to go to jail. And there's no weed. The end. The
Damn.
end.
What a sad ending.
What a sad ending indeed. All right, Crendor, what is our big news story of the day?
Big news story of the day. Man finds caterpillars in supermarket broccoli and raises them as his own.
What?
That's what I'm saying.
I don't like this. I hate this story already.
Most people would be bugged to find a caterpillar in their supermarket broccoli, but not Sam Darlaston. Instead, the British media personality decided to raise it to maturity, and 6 others he found among the broccoli.
What the hell is going on with broccoli over... Every person I know overseas has like horror stories about finding weird bugs in their fruits and vegetables. Meanwhile, in the States, like if you do, it's a rare occurrence.
So we spray them down with chemicals. That way,
I guess you're right. I guess we're slowly killing ourselves. They have bugs. Here's the thing, I don't know. I feel like I'm fine not seeing bugs on my food.
Yeah. Darlaston was shocked at first. That feeling soon turned to joy when he realized he had a new pet to enjoy during lockdown in his London home. I did my research initially and discovered the exact type of caterpillar butterfly we were dealing with, a cabbage white. I then decided to build him a little home in my lounge with all the broccoli he wanted. He gave the new companion the name of Cedric. Tesco
It's very cute. It's very cute.
Tesco refunded him the $1.37 for the cost of the broccoli. He used it to purchase more vegetables and unexpectedly got more caterpillar.
That is so gross. How do you get more caterpillars?
I don't know.
That is so gross. What do you mean? He bought more and there were more caterpillars?
Yeah. He said the broccoli...
I hate to break it to you, but I feel like Tesco, their shit is spoiled.
It sounds like it. He said, broccoli I got as a replacement contained 5 more.
It's so gross.
And
That's
then
so
a third
gross.
broccoli had another one. So he's got 7 caterpillars.
I don't even know how you would... I would never buy broccoli again. I would never eat broccoli. You couldn't get me to put it in my mouth. I'd be like, there's caterpillars in it. Never would. I love broccoli. This story alone is making me be like, what if I never eat broccoli again?
Broccoli harms my IBS if I eat too much. Y'all watch out there.
Well, maybe if you mix in some worm guts or whatever the hell, caterpillar guts, you'll be fine.
That's possible.
Yeah.
He says, I'm a firm believer in not harming any animals or insects if possible. He named the other members of his buggy brood: Brock, Ollie, Carlos, Croc, Janine, and Slim Eric. Hey, that's me.
Well, not anymore, Slim Eric.
Along the way, he has faced challenges, especially when they started evolving toward their mature state. Biggest challenge I faced whilst raising the caterpillars was their love of escaping, especially when they are about to cocoon. One day, we found one on an ornamental vanilla stick, one under a table, and one under a candle holder cocooning. Wow-wee.
So wait, what do they do with them? Do they de-cocoon them? I don't know how it works.
I don't know.
Or do they just let them do their thing and they were like, now you're about to fly, go?
Yeah, and then Then they got bigger. They got a cocooning stage, a bunch of photos, and then they became butterflies. And now there's like a picture of the butterflies on his hand. And he said, thanks, Tesco.
I guess I would be like, Tesco, wash your damn fruits and vegetables. The hell?
Yeah.
So gross.
So check your broccoli.
Yeah, I'm going to check everything now. I'm warped now because of this story.
Yeah, that shit's
They're
great.
like, it's so cute. I'm like, there were multiple bugs on his fruits and vegetables.
Yeah, no, that's... No, thank you.
Yeah. All right, Crendor, what is our big news story of the day?
Big news story of the day.
Also, can we just talk about how Gardner Minshew looks like he's 38 years old, but is 24? 24 years old? How's that possible?
That is crazy.
How? He looks like he is the father of 5. How's
He really
that
does.
possible? All right, whatever. Anyway, please continue. Big news story of the day.
This is, I was gonna see like, hey, is this like new or like an old one? This is new. This is from 2 days ago. You swine. German nudist chases wild boar that stole his laptop.
A lot of questions with this one, but okay, I'll take
You
it.
might think this is a fake story. It's not.
Not on this show.
There-
Yeah, no, I don't.
There is a picture of the chase.
Oh, boy. That guy looks exactly like I imagine a nudist would look.
Hey,
What's so funny is he looks like he has that like that European fat guy look. You know what I'm talking about? Where like
Yeah.
he has a normal body except he has a huge gut for some reason.
Yeah.
Like the rest of him is absolutely normally proportioned.
Like, I
and
feel
then he
like-
just has like a belly for some reason.
If I got old and fat, I feel like that's what would happen to me. I would just have
It's
my
so
like,
weird
stick
looking.
arm. I am very Eastern European, so it wouldn't make sense.
It's always so funny, especially every time I go to the UK and you see like just like the dudes who it's just clearly a beer belly or something.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Like the rest of them is all jacked and they have this enormous belly and it's so funny looking.
I like how everyone's just looking at him laughing.
You're like, this guy. Yeah.
So here
I
we
like
go.
how the pig has 2 babies.
Oh
it's
yeah,
like
it's
a
got
family
the whole family's running.
Yeah.
A nudist bather who chased a wild boar near a Berlin lake after it stole his laptop was applauded by onlookers after a successful pursuit. A photographer who captured the drama said the unidentified nudist was happy for her to share the images, which show him in a bare-bottom pursuit of the boar and her 2 piglets, while fellow bathers look on in amusement. Nature strikes back, wrote Adele Landauer, a personal coach on Facebook. I showed the man the photos, he laughed heartily and gave me permission to make them public. The man was sunbathing naked at the Tufelsee in West Berlin, a popular and perfectly legal practice in German capital of what is known as Frickenbruch. Free body
Of
culture.
course it is. Yeah, of course it is. I
Like
even looking at this photo, it looks like there's a few nudists there.
Yeah, no, there's some like in Speedos, but there's probably some other ones around. Wild boar sightings, of which have become increasingly common, had apparently spotted a pizza being eaten by other bathers. It seized a yellow bag containing the man's laptop, probably believing it to contain food, and was chased by the man to the undergrowth. Because the
That
bag...
pig just wanted to look at porn. That pig was like, I gotta see what's on this dude's computer.
That's all it wanted.
Yeah.
Because the bag contained his laptop, he gave it his all, even though he was in his birthday suit. The boar's flight was slowed by a cardboard box in its path. The man clapped his hand and hit the ground with the stick, prompting the boar to drop the laptop. Another witness said when he returned from the forest, everyone applauded him. Derek Elhert, Berlin's ombudsman for wild animals, told local media that such incidents had become increasingly common and that foxes had also become regular visitors to Berlin's lakeside resorts. We urge people to not panic in such a case, he said. We have so far had no injuries. The animals are quite used to humans.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. I just think it's really funny.
Yeah, no, it is funny. It's just a man. It's like something that happens in a cartoon where like you're out on the beach and like some wild animal picks up the thing, starts running. You're like, "Hey, get back here!" And it's like,
Yeah, that's my favorite Bugs Bunny one, where Bugs stole from a naked Elmer Fudd, and Elmer was just like, "You wascally wabbit," and he ran around naked, and all the other Yosemite Sam looked at him, and was like laughing, like, "Oh yeehaw," you know.
yeah,
The classics.
That was a
Yeah,
classic.
you know, the classics. Dick out and everything. If at the time it was considered risque, but now, you know,
Yeah, now it's just.
little cartoon wiener never hurt anybody.
Yep.
All right, Crendor, what is our big news story of the day?
Big news story of the day.
Big news story of the day.
Big news story.
What's the big news story?
The big news story. Homeless Florida man caught camping out in stadium's luxury suite.
Now that is a man who knows how to live it up.
Yes. This is just like the Disneyland guy. Let's see what happens.
No one else is using it. I don't know what their problem is.
Yeah. Let's find out. A homeless man camped out in a luxury suite at a Florida sports stadium for nearly 2 weeks before getting caught.
That, first off, that's their problem. If 2 weeks they don't have a security guard check on that, that's on them, not this guy. This guy found a loophole in the system.
That's legit a long ass time to just be chilling in the luxury suite with nobody knowing you're there. Daniel Albert Neha, 39, slept in the suite and helped himself to concession stand food and fan merchandise for the Tampa Bay Rowdies, a professional soccer team. Oh, that's why nobody was there.
All right, yeah. Although, I mean, like, that's pretty, I'm just going to say it, pretty great. I love that this guy was like, you know what? I'm going to live there. I'm going to eat concession stand food. I'm going to be in the box. The fact that he had time to go to the concession stand, cook up like a burger, go back, and no one caught him, this man deserved it. This man won his place.
Yeah. It's unclear how he got into the stadium, but his only stay came to an end when employees found him. A cleaning crew went into one of the suites that no one had gone into for some time due to COVID and noticed there were blankets and shaving cream and a razor. Clearly, it appeared someone had been living there. He was charged with resisting an officer without violence, a burglary of unoccupied structure, and is being held on a $5,150 bond.
I wonder how much time you get for something like that.
I don't know.
I'm not saying I would go stay at a luxury suite and eat the food at a. I'm just saying, you know, maybe those hot dogs ain't gonna eat themselves.
That's true. They're not.
No, I'm just saying no one's using it. No one was using that space. There was, you know, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this one because, like, it, to me, doesn't seem that bad.
I see. It feels like they should be like, listen, guy, all right, don't do it again. But, like, that's pretty impressive.
Right?
Yeah.
If I was the officer in that situation, I'd be like, my dude, very impressive. Just don't do this again. I don't know. I definitely feel like we need more of that old town. You know how, like, if you're in the country sometimes and you're like a kid and you get caught up into trouble, the officer's just like, all right, don't do it again.
Your old man
don't make me
Jenkins
tell your
kid,
parents.
eh? You know, that's
Yeah, right? Like, don't make me tell your parents. Like, we need more of that just in general in life. Just like the officer's like, okay, my dude, very clever, don't do it again. Like, you know, there's no reason we don't have to charge you $5,000 bond and put you in jail and shit. Like, we don't gotta, just don't do this again. Like, you got away with it, don't do it again.
Yeah. It's not like he's got bodies buried under there or something.
Yeah, he literally, they were like, what do they say? Something about he resisted arrest, but like not in a violent, something like, yeah, of course you don't want to go to jail.
Yeah.
They're like, he resisted arrest, but they said like it was non-violent or he didn't fight the officers. I have no idea what exactly you just said. But like,
it said it was a resisting an officer without violence.
So he resisted an officer. He didn't fight back. He probably was like, oh, man, don't take me to jail. Come on. Or he probably tried to run, which is what everyone would do. Right? I don't. If you were like, oh, shit, the cop's about to get me, you'd run. I don't know. I feel bad for this guy. He sounds like he was living his best life. All I'm going to say is
he was wearing I'll say he's wearing $1,000 worth of merchandise and drank $250 worth of alcoholic drinks.
Come on now. This guy's free publicity for your soccer team. He's wearing all your merch. He's living it up in the luxury suite. Man's drinking. He did not invite people there, right? He wasn't having a party. He was just trying to get by through COVID. And let me just tell you, ain't nobody using that place.
And they're called the Rowdies, right?
Yeah, he was being rowdy.
This could be Rowdy Daniel, your new mascot. He's getting rowdy up in there.
Old Rowdy. Yeah, where's the free publicity, Rowdies? This makes so much sense. This guy snuck in, spent 2 weeks. That's rowdy as shit. You absolutely right. They're fools for this.
He's got all the merchandise on. Super fame.
$1,000 worth of merch? I can't even imagine what that looks like for a professional soccer team here in the States. Maybe overseas where you have like, an $800 jersey for some reason. But here, they're trying to give those away for free.
Yeah. Man. Well, we'll hopefully have another story down the line of him becoming their mascot.
I can only hope. I only hope there's a happy ending.
Yeah.
I hope they bail his ass out of jail and they're like, hey, come back. Work for us. That would be an incredible story.
The other incredible story is the Tampa Bay Rowdies tied the Miami FC 1-1.
That doesn't sound incredible. That sounds like soccer to me.
Yeah, it's soccer, yeah.
Or football.
Football.
All right, Crendor. What is our big news story of the day?
All right, we've got two medium stories, both very good.
Wait a minute.
No big stories, two medium stories. Mm-hmm. First one, penguin waddling in Brock's toe picked up by police.
Okay.
This is England.
Well, of course.
A penguin waddling through a village has been picked up by police officers on a routine patrol. They were on patrol in Broxtowe, Nottinghamshire, when they spotted the Humboldt penguin in a village street in the early hours of Sunday. The bird, nicknamed Popo, had escaped from a farm enclosure in Strelly and then managed to waddle a mile up the road. Police stuck their beak in and the penguin was returned to its owner. PC Gareth Phillip said they nicknamed the penguin Popo after he posed for some pictures with us and he was very friendly with our officers.
He's part of the Popo then. I get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Last year, a pair of stolen penguins were rescued by officers in Strelly. In January 2019, police acted on a tip-off. They rescued the birds and arrested 23-year-old man from Preston on suspicion of burglary. Native to South America, Humboldt penguins, Spheniscus Humboldt, are named after Spheniscus. It's Spheniscus. Are named after the current of water in which they swim, which takes it from the Prussian explorer Alexander von Humboldt. While not currently endangered, they are listed as vulnerable by the International Union for Conservation of Nature, which means they are at immediate or imminent risk of becoming endangered.
So they got out? Or wait, what? I don't understand.
Yeah, they got out from the person who owns them, but
do they think that they were, because last time they were stolen? Do you think it's like a repeat?
Yeah. I feel like they would have figured it out then.
Or do you think this is like a Princess Peach situation where it's very obvious she's running away with Bowser on purpose?
It's possible. The penguin.
I'm just it can only happen so many times before you have to be suspicious.
Why do they have penguins in England?
Now there's the real question. Good question. Agreed. Why? Why do they?
Yeah, is that common? People of England, are penguins just they live in England and we're just unaware?
I feel like taking things from other parts of the world and bringing them back to England is much more common.
That is true, yes. So that's one story.
All right. What's story two?
Story 2. Florida man arrested for cashing in winning lottery ticket at gas station he stole it from.
Wait a minute. Okay. Yeah? I need to know details, but okay.
All right. A Florida man was recently arrested for trying to cash in a winning lottery ticket at the same store he had stolen it from and several others. In a statement posted to Facebook, the Clearwater Police Department in Florida wrote, "For most people, it's their lucky day when they get a winning scratch-off lottery ticket." The man who attempted to cash in the stolen ticket was identified by police as Herbert McClellan, 27, of Clearwater, Florida. McClellan is accused of stealing 13 scratch-off lottery tickets from a Speedway convenience store on 32 Bay Esplanade, according to police. One of the tickets was a $30 winner.
So he went back to the same store?
Yes.
He knows you don't have to do that, right?
Apparently not. Shortly
What
after
a
going
dummy.
back to the same store, Speedway employees who remembered him from before called the police. He was arrested shortly after officers arrived at the Speedway. Following the arrest, McClellan was charged with petty theft and dealing in stolen property. It's safe to say it was not his lucky day, they wrote in a statement on Facebook.
Got him.
According to jail records from the county office in Florida, McClellan was also charged with driving with a suspended license. McClellan is currently being held in the Pinellas County Jail, awaiting a bail of $12,000. The Pinellas County Sheriff Office records also show McClellan being arrested by the police department on several other occasions. On the 20th of February, he was charged with misdemeanor possession of open alcohol and was released a day later. On October 5th, 2019, he was arrested and charged with a misdemeanor again by the Clearwater Police Department for obstructing or resisting arrest without violence. The Clearwater Police Department directed Newsweek to their Facebook post after reaching out for comment.
Are you making a video on YouTube right now? What is happening?
I am. A similar situation happened in March when a man from Ohio tried to cash in lottery tickets that were stolen the night before. In March, the Columbus Police Department in Ohio reported a suspect allegedly following a store employee around the store counter, pulled out a gun, and demanded cash. When the store employee told the man he didn't have access to any more cash, he stole several scratch-off lottery tickets and left. According to ABC 66 News in Ohio, police said that just a day later, a man came into an unspecified store and tried to cash the same tickets that were stolen. And that's the story. Guys, back to you.
That's not that. It's not a newscaster voice. What you're doing is the voice of those videos you find at like 2 a.m. on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
That the music in the background's like... And then it's like...
There were chupacabras swarming
yes.
the Grasshopper Junction back in 1975. The chupacabras ate sandwiches from the Grasshopper Deli and were never seen again.
Yes. Exactly what it is. I hate it. Oh, it's terrifying.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
All right. What is our big news story of the day?
Big news story of the day. So, buckle up. Okay?
I'm buckled. I'm buckled. Yes, I've been doing this for 200 some episodes. I never know what to expect.
3 retirees in Japan form monkey busters to defend crops from pesky primates.
Go on. Is there a photo of this?
Yes. Hold on. Let me,
Please send that photo. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Oh my god.
Yep.
It's Japanese grandmas, and they look amazing. Although, two of them have pistols, but one of them came armed. Oh my god. That granny has a big gun.
Wait, which... Oh, yeah, that granny does have a big gun.
Wait, whoa. How did you not know that there's two handguns and one semi-automatic?
Yes. It's like Listen, all right. I've been distracted, so I'm like looking at people. Okay. Trio of older women and their air guns have won lots of fans on Twitter.
Uh-huh.
Throughout history, heroes have appeared when things seem their darkest.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up with this article!
That may be the case in a small town in rural Japan where local farmers have been dealing with hordes of hungry monkeys eating up potatoes, onions, eggplants, and cucumbers for the last month. A Japanese language publication in the prefecture of Fukui reports to jafukunkin.or.jp.
Are you having a stroke? You all right?
I may have had multiple right then. Now help is on the way in the form of 3 older women who call themselves the Monkey Busters. The trio use their guns to scare monkeys away from the crops. God damn it. The website says the women are so dedicated to the cause they often show up to a monkey sighting still in their aprons, so not a moment of monkey scaring is wasted. The Monkey Busters don't actually kill their targets. Instead, they fire warning shots that are followed up with firecrackers and other loud noises.
Wait, so what are they really doing? All they're doing is scaring the monkeys away, and then they come back when the ladies aren't around.
Well, yeah.
I thought these were like stone cold killer grannies. They're just like scaring the monkeys?
Yes. The women's efforts have been effective for the most part, but Monkey Busters leader Masako Ishimura refuses to rest on her laurels. We were really troubled by the monkeys, damage to the crops, so the 3 of us cooperated to get rid of the monkeys, she told the publisher. I'll continue to do my best for the region with the feeling of not losing. But while Ishimura and crew have gotten rid of the monkeys near their small Japanese town, they have gained followers worldwide based on Twitter comments. It's just a bunch of people tweeting, being like, man, this is crazy. And that's it. That's the story.
I mean, here's the thing. That's the story we needed.
That's the story we needed.
I don't need much else. I got what I mean. I'm disappointed. Actually, I'm happy the monkeys are alive because that means the potential for more Monkey Mondays. However,
yes,
I'm disappointed that I thought the way they're looking. Here's my problem. That one lady doesn't need that big of a gun if all she's doing is firing off into the woods, not trying to hit anything. That's a big gun. That is a gun designed to like shred trees.
Yeah, that is. Well, I mean, it is an airsoft gun as well, but still.
I guess you're right. But like the other 2 have reasonably sized. Like here's my handgun, and the other. I mean, it's just it's excessive. You might as well just bring a cannon. I don't. Okay.
You really should. Someone said whenever anyone from the community reports a monkey sighting, it's usually during the day when the women are in the middle of housework or farming. However, as soon as the sighting is reported, they are immediately notified and drop everything to rush to the scene.
Yes. That is so they're like Batman.
They are like Batman. So yeah, the Monkey Busters.
There you go. All right, Crendor, what is our big news story of the day?
I got a big news story of the day for you. This one's actually very fitting with what we've been talking about.
Yeah, go on.
A Nebraska man pleads with lawmakers to rename boneless wings.
I think I've seen this video.
Yes. So, he's a wing nut. No bones about it. Thanks, article writing. A Nebraska man urged his local city council to ban the term boneless chicken wings and replace it with terms like saucy nugs in a comically passionate plea for culinary accuracy. In a scene that could be plucked from an episode of Parks and Rec, Anderson Christensen makes the case to Lincoln lawmakers that we've been living a lie when it comes to poultry. He says, I propose we as a city remove the term boneless chicken wings from our menus and from our hearts.
He's not. Here's the thing. At the core, he's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
I've
Boneless
said
chicken
it.
wings are a lie.
They're just bigger chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
That's all they are.
Yep. Covered in
Boneless-
sauce.
Yeah, covered in sauce. Boneless chicken
Hence,
wings.
Saucy nugs.
Yeah. He says, quote, boneless chicken wings are just chicken tenders, which are already boneless, he squawked. We would be disgusted if a butcher mislabeled his meat, but then we go around pretending the breast of the chicken is its wing? In the spicy speech, Christensen proposed other terms for the classic bar snack, including buffalo-style chicken tenders, wet tenders, and saucy nugs.
Saucy nugs are great. I love that name.
At one point, when a member of the audience burst into laughter, Christensen fired back, "Excuse me!" He said his feathers were ruffled after visiting local restaurants and seeing people using the flawed descriptive term. I go into a nice family restaurant and I see people throwing this name around pretending everything's just fine, he said. I don't order boneless tacos or boneless club sandwiches. I don't ask for boneless auto repair. He said the foul inaccuracy should no longer fly. We've been living a lie for far too long, and we know it because we feel it in our bones.
This guy is the hero we need in 2020. This guy gets it. This guy understands.
This guy does get it. This is... And you know what? Here's the thing. He's right. He's right. We got to rename him.
We have to. Yeah. It's. We need everyone at Wingstop and Buffalo Wild Wings and all the wing places to just man up and rename them.
Mm-hmm. We want saucy nugs.
We want saucy nugs.
Let's see.
Imagine if you went in and instead of saying, I'll have 10 boneless wings, you said, you'll have 10 saucy nugs. It comes off the tongue better.
Yeah. And then when you say you want wings, they know what you want.
Yeah. I want chicken wings and saucy nugs. That's all we serve here. Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, I used to get boneless wings all the time, and then I stopped. And I started getting traditional wings because, first off, they got less sodium. Second off,
I was going to say, I know your reasons are healthy related.
They are.
And how it's like, but I would love it if you were just like, I stopped getting them because it just wasn't right. They aren't boneless wings.
And it looks like Buffalo Wild Wings Twitter didn't even make a statement about it. Very sad.
That's because Buffalo Wild Wings is gone to trash.
Here's the thing. Buffalo Wild Wings.
Let's be real.
They're good for 2 wings. All right? Mango habanero and honey barbecue. Those are it.
Buffalo Wild Wings used to back in the day, man, you go there, get yourself like a chicken on weck sandwich. Call it a life.
Chicken on weck?
What do you think the BW3 was?
What a chicken on weck?
It was Buffalo Wild Wings and weck.
Yeah, but I know that now, but I never heard BW3s up until people started saying it. And I was like, what the shit's that?
Because it was called B-dubs back in the day. Yeah,
well, yeah, B-dubs.
Yeah, it was B-dubs back in the day because BW3. And then they changed it because I guess they got rid of weck.
Yeah.
Because, I guess no one knows what weck.
I don't know what a weck is.
Weck is the type of bread. It's you usually be a beef on weck. It's like a Western New York thing.
Huh.
Like weck it's like how do I describe it? It's like a kosher salt and some type of seed on top of it. Caraway seeds, I think.
I think I've heard of those.
Yeah. It's called a kummelweck roll is what is actually called.
Huh.
It definitely seems very German.
That does seem German. I just clicked on Buffalo Wild Wings and they got it's Oktoberfest. Get $9.99 1-liter Steins. Try Weihenstafner Fest beer or Samuel Adams Oktoberfest. I actually had some Sam Adams Oktoberfest.
Yeah, it used to be called Buffalo Wild Wings and Weck, hence BW3, and then they changed it for some reason, but it doesn't matter because as I look at their Wikipedia page, it shows their operating income's down, their net income's down, their total assets are down, their total equity's down. Yeah, basically they shit the bed once they got rid of the Weck. Facts.
Damn, dude.
Facts. They got rid of Weck, and then they became a wreck. Got them.
Except for their mango habanero is pretty good.
Right. But you can get mango habanero anywhere these days.
That's true, yeah. But they're specifically, like, I've had some others. Too much mango. Too much sweetness. You want that spiciness.
Too much mango.
Kick. I sound like Review Bra now. Too much
Too much
spiciness
mango.
and not enough mango, but some have too much mango, not enough spiciness.
Yeah, I guess at one point they served beef on weck there. I guess they took it. They don't have it anymore.
It just sounds like a street. Like, you take a left on Beef on Weck, and then you go right.
Take a left on weck. Go take that right over there. Yeah. You got it.
Yeah, I just don't know. So, overall, get rid of the term boneless wings, please.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to say.
If they do that, they'll increase their revenue.
I don't know if that's the case. Don't say that. All right, Crendor, what is our big news story of the day?
Big news story of the day.
How's your Google search going? That bad, huh?
Yeah, it's kind of bad. Do you remember the man who headbanged in a hurricane with an American flag?
I do remember that guy, yes.
Well, the famed headbanging Florida man in Louisiana for Hurricane Laura. That's
Why
right.
Is this a thing? Stop this. Why?
Lane Pittman, a Jacksonville resident who seems to only appear during major hurricanes so he can headbang to Slayer's Raining Blood while shirtless, has risen from the swampy depths to slay Hurricane Laura.
Why are they trying to make it sound like he's a superhero?
You know,
Oh my God.
So Pittman apparently traveled to Louisiana to headbang, as he does, and posted a video to Twitter. Quote, Louisiana, Florida man is here for you. Laura, you raggedy she-devil. Get some. And then an American flag. Yep.
I literally slapped my knee. Old man slapped my knee. That was so funny. You she-devil.
You she-devil.
Why is this guy so... Why is this his thing? You know what this is? This is internet culture run amok. This guy got virally famous for doing it once years ago, and now every time a damn hurricane shows up, he has to drive wherever there's a hurricane and make a new video of him headbanging in it. One day he's going to get hit by a damn trash can and get killed.
Now, I decided to go to his Twitter, which is the big guy 904. He says, this was the first time in 8 years I could just be a fan. Thank you, Jaguars, for allowing us in. Then he said...
Shut up. Of course he's a Minshew fan. Of course.
Yep. Then he keeps retweeting Jaguars things, being like, yeah, Jaguars. And then at the top, his pinned tweet is the Foo Fighters saying Lane Pittman in all caps. And then he said, that's me. Holy crap. This guy's amazing.
I think I would have a great time with this dude. This guy seems like a ton of fun. Dangerous, life-threatening, but a ton of fun.
Then he is. Oh my God, on September 9th, he posted a thing that says only Grams, which is his grandma. And it's just 4 pictures of his grandma.
His grandmother looks amazing. His grandmother's like, rock on, dudes.
I know. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
And September 6th,
amazing.
he said 80s music just makes everything better.
He's not wrong. This guy. Yeah. Holy crap, this dude.
Yep.
Maybe he is a superhero. Crendor,
maybe he is.
Yeah.
I think so.
I made fun of him at first, but now the more I learn, the more I'm like, maybe.
He is well known for headbanging during Hurricane Matthew as well as Florence, but he's also known for shredding the national anthem so hard on the 4th of July, cops were forced to arrest him for breaching the peace. Yep.
Now, I want to let you know, the article didn't need to say that. They keep making him sound like a serious. They need to say he shredded so hard. That's unnecessary. It'd be like if they wrote, he melted so many faces that night that the cops had to show up.
That is, man. That's a true American hero.
Dad,
Clearly.
you are correct. You are correct. All right, Crendor. What is our big news story of the day?
Big news story of the day. There's two. One is a short one.
Okay, I'll take two.
All right. First one is Asus Republic of Gamers and IKEA are teaming up to create a line of gaming furniture coming early 2021.
Oh, no. Okay, yeah.
Following hot on the heels of the Herman Miller Logitech luxury gaming chair.
Oh, boy. Yeah, all right, yeah.
Comes the next collaboration between PC hardware and furniture.
Do you have too much money and not enough sense? This is the furniture for you.
A line of affordable gaming furniture designed by IKEA's Product Development Center in Shanghai and the Asus Design Center in Taipei and Shanghai. There's no detail on what products are going to be part of the, quote, new home gaming ecosystem.
Oh, my God.
I don't know if that's very new for me. That both companies aim to create. And while I'm no mind reader, a desk and chairs seem like a safe bet. The furniture line is set to roll out in early February 2021, and then will likely become available in China in 2021, and become available in other regions across the world. This guy says, I'm still using my IKEA Mickey table, a table that fits a laptop and not much else, which usually leads me to avoiding my setup altogether. But IKEA and ROG know that in order to achieve victories from bedroom to basement, as they call it, Jesus, you presumably have to use an actual desk. So perhaps this is what I need to get me started as in an esports career.
Oof.
Yep.
Can I just tell you, right now I'm looking at the Herman Miller gaming desk.
Right.
The gaming desk is big enough for one monitor, maybe two if you're lucky. And they say that it moves up and down. Like you press a button, it moves up and down. Total cost for this all black, not really aesthetically pleasing desk, $1,200.
Wow.
This desk, like, hold on, let me show you this. This desk, there's no way this desk costs this much to put together. It literally is just a black slab with legs.
Oh yeah,
$1,200.
Does it go up and down at least? Is it motorized?
Yes, they're saying it moves up. There's like a little button on the side that moves it up and down. But that's still not worth the cost.
I mean,
look how tiny it is.
I got the exact same desk at IKEA, and I think I got it years ago. This desk was, I think, like $200 or $300. So literally $1,000 less.
Like, it's so, I'm looking at this desk. There's nothing about it that's worth $1,200. Like, the desk, besides the fact that there's a button on the side that you can move it up and down, other than that, there is no feature on this at all. It's just a black top and two legs, and that is it. Yeah. And if you look at it on the wall, look how tiny that desk is. The monitor takes up half the desk.
Yeah.
I can't, like, that's not a gaming desk. You can't claim this to be a gaming desk when literally it is not big. It's not big enough for two monitors.
You can, even if I go to IKEA.com, sit stand desk right now, you can find, you can get like a motorized one for like $300.
Yeah. I'm looking, I see a bunch of them right now.
Yeah, and it's like the exact same thing. I mean, maybe it's not as sleek and styling, but I don't think I'm going to pay an extra $900 to have a sleek style.
Yeah, there's no that sleek style is unnecessary.
Yeah, no, I'd rather just go to IKEA. Sorry, Herman Miller.
Ridiculous.
So that's that one. Then the main story, of course. Florida man will paint alligator that attacked him.
What? Whoa. All right, of all the comebacks, sure.
Yes. In several decades as a professional artist painting Florida's marine life, Mark Johnson has developed a pretty good eye for detail. Now, the outdoorsman whose website offers realistic portrayals created primarily from memory and imagination is about to start work on a gritty new work.
All right, this is not what I thought it was going to be. I thought you meant literally he was going to go find the alligator and paint the alligator. I thought you meant he was going to go out and, find the gator that attacked him and start painting the gator.
Well, I mean, he might. We don't know yet.
Okay.
He says,
all right.
And is about to start work on a gritty new work, an alligator with rows of perfect white teeth clamped on the thigh of a man out walking his dog. It will be a self-portrait. On a morning stroll with his golden retriever, Rex, along a canal near his home in Port St. Lucie, Johnson was attacked by an 8-foot 6-inch alligator that lunged from the water, raced towards him, and chomped down on his leg, causing a deep wound that required 60 stitches.
Oh my God.
Johnson said he'd freed himself by jabbing his index finger into the eye of the giant reptile, which released its grip and sank back into the canal. I've already got the canvas ordered to paint it, Johnson, 61, said in an interview. This image will be on my mind the rest of my life. I can see it now. I see my foot. I see the gator. I see the position. He had green eyes. The teeth were pearly white. No stain or anything. He knew he had his prey. He wanted to roll so he could start dismembering. He started.
Is this on Animal Planet? What is happening right now?
This is like they're interviewing. He's like, knew he had his prey. He wanted to roll so he could. He wanted to roll so he could start dismembering. He started clamping down really good above my knee, and my shoe was sticking out of the base of his jaw. After Johnson freed himself, he said he limped home with blood dripping from puncture wounds on his leg to be reunited with Rex, who had followed and ordered to run off when the alligator attacked. Johnson's wife drove him to the hospital, where doctors stitched his thigh and a finger injured when he jabbed the creature's eye. It's important for people to understand how dangerous alligators are. If I'd been a small child or a pet, I wouldn't have had a chance. Rangers from Florida Fish and Wildlife Commission trapped and removed the alligator. According to state records, there have been 283 major alligator attacks on humans in Florida since the records began in 1948. 25 were fatal.
Major alligator attacks. Okay.
Watch out for those gators. They're going to attack.
So many gators.
This gator does look pretty cool, honestly, the one they got in this article. Look at this guy.
Is it the gator, though?
I don't.
There's no way the gator in this article is the same gator that bit him.
No, there's no way. No, I would not say so.
I love that he's like, this gator, it had sparkly white teeth, and when it clamped its jaws down on me, like, it's crazy.
Yeah, oh, and here's the guy. There he is.
Oh, wow. That guy definitely seems like a dude who would just, Animal Planet stuff. He even has the Animal Planet shirt on.
Oh, yeah, he does. Like he's at a safari or something.
Yeah, he looks like he's going on safari.
I did, on this one, he said, the trapper did tell me I was lucky. The finger to the eye socket trick doesn't always work. Damn, dude.
Damn.
Well, I want to see his painting, so hopefully they have an updated article.
Is that what you're in for? Like, well, you know what? All right, I want to see his painting now.
I want to see his painting. You can even see in the background. He's pretty good at painting. He's got a painting back there. I want to see how detailed that gator, chomping his knee is.
I mean, it's a weird request. It's a very strange request.
It's and then I want to see David Lynch paint the same thing.
Yeah, and for some reason there would be a number 7 in it.
Yes, dude. There's a to finish everything off, there's a quote on one of the number videos, and it was a quote from David Lynch from I don't know when, but he was like, "It is always fun to watch insanity of a man," and it's like, if a man smashes his head against a wall until it is bloody, there's a point where it becomes funny. And they just linked that in, like, the number thing, and he's like, are we the ones going insane? Are we the ones hoping for 7 bashing our heads against the wall as David Lynch laughs at us? And now I'm like, I don't know, man.
I don't know, man.
I don't know, man.
Is he laughing at us?
But that's all I got.
Okay. All right, Crendor, what's our big news story of the day?
Big news story of the day. Of the day. Of the day.
Uh-huh.
Man driving stolen construction machinery in Keys tells deputies, I like it.
What? What?
A man stopped by sheriff deputies in the Florida Keys for driving a stolen construction vehicle on US 1 told them he was operating the machinery because, quote, I like it.
I mean, if there's ever a reason to do anything, it's a good one.
He was Christopher Paul Hawkins, 35, was driving heavy machinery with no lights on when a Monroe County Sheriff's deputy pulled him over at 1:35 a.m. Wednesday southbound on US 1, near mile marker 30. When the deputy approached the driver inside the construction vehicle, he recognized Hawkins as someone he had seen walking just moments before along the same road. The deputy also thought the construction equipment looked familiar too. He was right. They identified the machinery as a Lee Boy 685B grader, which is part of a road construction project underway a few hundred feet from where he was stopped.
You know, we have at least one listener who's like, who, boy, Lee Boy? That's the best kind of grader.
Lee Boy's a great grader, tell you what.
That's a great grader right there.
Hawkins
I see why it stole it. That's a grader.
I've seen a few graders in my day, but a 685B ain't getting beat.
Lee Boy, 685B, can't beat that.
Hawkins also denied driving the machinery, and he appeared to be intoxicated.
That all checks out as well.
He had trouble standing. He stated he didn't remember how much he had to drink, but that his pickup truck was parked at a bar on Little Torch Key. The deputy walked to the construction site where he saw a path left by the vehicle and noted that when Hawkins took the grader, he damaged the sidewalk and the roadway. A company that owns the vehicle was called. They stated the grader was valued at $120,000, and Hawkins was taken to jail. That's a lot.
I hope that ride was worth it. That is.
It wasn't. Well, it could have been for him. Maybe it was. Maybe that was $1 million ride for him. And he's like, dude, only $120,000? That was worth it.
I've always wanted to drive a grader.
There's also this other story on a similar note. Man accused of breaking into Brewers Stadium takes tractor joyride. Everyone's riding machinery.
What is happening? I think people are just bored. I think people are stuck inside and just bored.
Breaking and entering and riding a tractor, Keon Lambert was charged with a felony count of criminal damage to property and misdemeanor disorderly conduct in June after he was accused of breaking into the Brewers Miller Park in Milwaukee and taking a joyride on a tractor. A criminal complaint details how the 40-year-old Lambert tried to carve his name in cursive on the field.
Yeah. Amazing.
That's pretty great. The damage for the offense amounted to $40,000. Hey, that's 3 times less. They said, and obtained footage of Lambert on the tractor digging holes in the grass and dirt before Milwaukee resident ran the bases backwards to complete his destructive escapade.
He bad news bears that thing. Amazing.
He did.
Amazing.
And those are the 2 stories I got.
The 2 most important stories of the week, obviously.
Yes, no doubt.
All right. What is our big news story of the day?
Big news story of the day.
By the way, just a heads up to people who send us big news stories of the day. I love that you send us Florida Man stories, but sometimes Florida Man stories are like too much.
Yes.
I got a bunch of people who sent me this week a Florida man story about a guy who, like, the article, like, the headline was funny. The headline was like, guy arrested for having all the things. But if you read the story, literally, like, the story's about a man who has a computer filled with child porn, trying to have sex with animals, like, all these, like, crazy things. I'm like, y'all,
Jesus.
I just don't know that that's the story for us, right? Like, it's not if we're trying to keep our stories not really messed up.
Yeah, like, they could have a funny headline, but the actual story might be crazy, or, like, nothing where, like, someone dies.
Yeah, I don't want to, like...
None of those.
Yeah, nothing where it's terrible. We just need like, there's a difference between sad meth head and hilarious meth head.
Yeah, exactly.
That's you know, know
like
the
guy
line.
on the train. Guy on the train I was on, hilarious method.
Yeah, like, know the line between hilarious and really sad.
Yeah. So, I found a pretty good one, I think.
All right.
Whole or almond milk? Fight over which is better lands Florida man in jail.
You know what? He's passionate. That's what that is.
Yeah. He's passionate about one of the milks. I don't know which milk he's going to like. What's your bet?
We'll find out. I'm going to say Florida man, 100% normal milk. He's like, almond milk? That's for the gays. I'm telling you, it's going to happen.
That is probably something Florida man would say. Yeah, I'll bet with you. I think he's going to say whole milk. All right. A debate over milk on Sunday landed a Florida man behind bars. Justin Anthony Garcia, 30, is charged with aggravated battery. In a Facebook post, authorities wrote that Garcia, quote, cried over spilled milk because the victim wouldn't agree that his choice of milk was obviously superior. A criminal complaint states that a deputy responded shortly after 2 p.m. Sunday to a home in Lay Acres where Garcia and his cousin were arguing over which is better, whole milk or almond milk. Wow, this is happening at 2 p.m. All right.
Late start.
Their verbal argument became physical when Garcia became enraged at the victim for disagreeing with him. He then proceeded to punch him with a closed fist. Garcia's cousin tried to punch back but missed his face, his blow landing instead on Garcia's shoulder. That's when he pulled a pocket knife. The victim became scared and ran away, and he chased him through the front yard. Garcia caught up with him and struck him with the knife, and an uncle intervened at that point and was like, what the shit are you guys doing? The witness was working on the victim's vehicle in the driveway when he heard Garcia and the victim argue over almond milk. It was not clear from the record which side of the issue Garcia was arguing in favor.
How is the most important part of the story not included again?
How did they not find this out? How do you not find who? How did nobody ask? When a deputy spoke to Garcia, he said his cousin, who is the victim, thinks he is better than the whole family.
Oh, the cousin's definitely almond milk kid, for sure.
Oh yeah, he's definitely almond milk.
And he's
guy.
like, "I'll kill you over this." Yeah, no one ever drinks whole milk and is like, "I'm just better than you." Like that doesn't happen. That's 100% an almond milk person thing.
Garcia claimed that the argument was about the pair's prior issues and that his cousin came after him with a stick. He said he was defending himself when he punched his cousin, denied using the knife.
I like that really it's not about the milk. It's about prior battles they've had.
Oh, yeah. He said he liked pizza Lunchables, and I said, I hate pizza Lunchables.
They're gross. Why would I make my own little crappy pizza that you can't even cook?
The deputy found the pocket knife in his pants. He was arrested, released on $25,000 bond. This was the 10th. Wait, they show that Sunday's arrest was the 10th for Garcia.
Whoa.
His arrest dates back to 2004. So, yep, he's got some.
I feel like
he's got a track record here.
10 arrests is probably enough to get you a one-way ticket to jail. Like that. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're not one for following societal rules. If 10 arrests, come on.
His most recent arrest prior to Sunday was in February when he was charged with a probation violation.
Oof. Oof. Maybe that does border into sad. Although, who knows?
I just want to know what Milky's favorite.
Yeah, I don't care about his like messed up sad life. I want to know what kind of milk the fight was over.
Yeah, that's all I want to know. And now I'll never know.
Based on what they're saying, it sounds like because he called the cousin stuck up, the cousin likes almond milk. And he's like, whole milk is far superior. Almond milk tastes like almond juice. You suck.
Yeah, I think we're onto something there.
Yeah, I feel like we've stereotyped enough of this to realize exactly what's happening.
Yeah.
Easy.
No doubt.
Okay, Crendor, what's our big news story of the day?
Big news story of the day belongs to Florida man turns giant Home Depot skeleton into puppet.
Okay.
All right, so here he is.
I can see where this is going. I have often thought of doing the same thing.
There he is. Home Depot's 12-foot skeletons are a hot commodity. We're a hot commodity this Halloween season, and Steve Levy knew just what to do with his $300 decoration. Make it into a humongous wearable puppet. In a video recorded in Davie, Florida. There's a Davie, Florida?
There is now.
He walks with a headless giant skeleton attached to his feet. Another video shows the completed skeleton puppet perched on Levy's shoulders with a beautiful blue sky and white fluffy clouds behind the massive plastic death. Levy told the story for... They're just trying to make this into like some crazy story, and he's just like,
it's just the dude who took a
skeleton
he
puppet.
made a puppet out of a big giant skeleton. My favorite part is that his head nestles right between his legs. It's very
yeah. Then he said, I modified it, reconstructed it, and gave him a whole makeover from head to toe, where it has now come to life.
Yeah, I mean, it's very clever. His feet go in the feet of the thing. It's neat. Yeah. I don't know. It's not Florida Man. Any man could have done this.
Yeah. All right, I'll throw
Florida
in
Man
Florida
had
man
the
for
chutzpah
you.
to do it.
I'll throw in another one.
Okay.
Florida restaurant owner allegedly beat up man over bad Yelp review.
Now that's Florida.
All right, now we're in Florida. The owner of a barbecue restaurant in Oldsmar has been arrested after he beat up a man who wrote a bad review. Daniel Ahrens, 60, the owner of George's Boys Barbecue, was arrested for simple battery and booked into Pinellas
I'm sorry,
County
what was that? Simple battery.
Simple battery. Simple battery.
Right.
Whenever I hear that, I just think of like an actual battery I like put in a remote.
He was arrested for AAA.
He was arrested for AAA battery. The victim had gotten multiple calls and texts from Ahrens threatening to beat his ass about a restaurant review. The victim appears to be...
What, was it in the newspaper? Or it was Yelp, you said, right?
Yeah, it was Yelp.
Wait, so how did he find this guy?
The victim appears to be the son of Ahrens' girlfriend.
What?
So it was his girlfriend's son who posted the bad review.
Now that's a Florida story.
He's like,
now that's a good Florida story.
My stepdad's restaurant sucks ass. Barbecue, more like Barbie ew.
Well, I mean, that's good. I would have said Barbie poo, but like, it's good.
All right, we'll take it. Police said the victim went to his mom's house in Largo to talk about the threatening text. When his mother answered the door, Ahrens jumped on top of him and struck him several times. It is not known Ahrens figured out who wrote the review, or how he figured out who wrote the review. Yelp says the business is being monitored. Ahrens was arrested on a charge of simple battery. But that's all they say. All right, hold on.
I mean... I feel like that says it all. What is this restaurant?
Barbecue.
Yeah, there we go.
Here's the
George's Boy.
I just Googled it. Here's a review 2 days ago from
Georgia
Sam
Boys
Chris.
Barbecue.
Yeah, this place. Stopped through on my way to North Carolina. Was met with some very rude staff. Felt like I was being rushed to order like they had better plans. Finally received my food, got back in my car, opened the sandwich, and it had little to no barbecue sauce. Meat was dry as hell. I went back in, and the owner-manager refused to even fix my order and demanded I get out if I knew what was good for me. Never gonna come back. Oh my god. Someone said, come beat me up for this review. It won't work out in your favor.
I have a feeling dude's being trolled now, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, some of these are like from 4 months ago too. Someone from 4 months ago said, I ordered on a Grubhub before checking reviews. Chicken sandwich was pulled and it was terrible. It was unseasoned, bad.
Damn,
Dude.
Look, Georgia boy makes food the way he wants.
Yeah.
It still has 3.5 stars, even with trolls. I'm just saying, maybe we're the wrong ones.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, some of the pictures don't look too bad, but
No, like some of the brisket sandwich looks fine.
yeah.
Some of the more sauced items, I'm like, maybe not for me.
But you know what? Sometimes that's all it is. They got some good things, some bad things. That's life.
I mean, look, established in 1992. They've clearly been around for a while. They know what's up.
Yeah.
All right, Crendor, what is our big news story of the day?
Big news story of the day. Well, there was this article I was going to read, and there's another one, so I'm just going to mix these together.
What? Okay.
This one, well, not even really news. It's just kind of like, this one's just facts. I was like, what about...
This is not news. It's just facts. Okay, yeah?
Yeah. The modern-day rituals of donning masks, wearing costumes, and bobbing for apples can be traced back centuries to pre-Christian era Celtic celebrations, says Fred Soup, a history professor at Ball State University. Also, look at this guy's
I
mustache.
bet it's great. Is it a handlebar?
Look at it.
His mustache has a smile.
It does. He points out that a majority of Halloween traditions originated with the ancient Celts and their priests, the Druids. Other civilizations adopted modified Celtic rituals such as bobbing for apples or donning disguises.
I believe we've already done a Cox and Crendor where we talked about all these different rituals and things they would do.
Yeah, but I forgot about it, which means other people have
There's a
too.
great video that exists.
What?
We have an animated video. But please, let us know. Tell me more.
We have an animated video on Halloween?
Yeah, didn't we? About throwing cabbages. Right?
Oh, is that Halloween?
I don't remember.
That's what I'm saying. I don't remember. You don't remember.
I don't remember.
You just think you remember. The Celts can be traced back to 800 BC to what is now southern Germany and include the ancestors of the Scottish, Irish, Manx, Welsh, Cornish, and Bretons. He's an expert in Celtic folklore, says Sup. Particular motifs of modern-day Halloween, such as the date and time it is celebrated, children trick-or-treating, jack-o'-lantern, bobbing for apples, are apples.
Apples?
Apples
Gonna get those apples.
are related to Celtic traditions.
Can't wait to get my choppers on some apples.
When Christianity was introduced to the Celts, church leaders tried to persuade them to abandon their pagan celebrations and adopt the Christian calendar. Because the traditions were culturally ingrained, the church provided alternative holy days such as All Saints' Day on November 1st. The evening before All Saints' Day became Hallows' Day. Then Hallows' Eve, with the word hallow meaning holy or saint, and eve meaning the night before. Another origin for trick-or-treating comes from Scotland, where young men in their late teens donned disguises after their harvest. The Celts called them geysers, which is where we get the word geezer. The geysers would march around a house and demand hospitality, which evolved into small children asking for treats.
I like how it went
shit's
from
crazy.
threatening to cute. Like, we demand hospitality. And then it became like, we want tweak.
So, God, they're outside the house in crazy disguises. Then, of course, because we're in October now, right? Well, we're almost done with October, which means it's almost McRib season.
Oh, it's back.
It's back, almost. McDonald's stirs outrage with fans after McRib tweet tease.
Wait.
The McDonald's Twitter account made a playful joke about the McRib opening a can of worms. The fan favorite menu item has not made a major return yet, so fans were disappointed to see them tweet about it without announcing a date. It was last brought back last October and now occasionally pops up at isolated McDonald's. Fans have to use McRiblocator.com to find its sightings. It's always when is the McRib coming back, and never how are you doing person running the McDonald's account, which is what the tweet was.
I mean, look, the people know what they want, and they don't care about you. They want the McRib.
That is true. They want their McRib. So apparently, the McRib made nationwide comebacks in October 2018 and 19, but now we only got like a week left of October. There's nothing.
No McRib talk.
The sandwich, first introduced in 81, rarely ever comes back on a
Wait a
nationwide
minute.
basis,
McRib is as old as I am? I am the McRib generation.
So. You are the McRib generation. Yeah, let's see. One person thought the McRib joke was funny, but that not make missing it any easier. I would be honored to be asked when the McRib is coming back, one person wrote. One person said the McRib is available all year round at your local dollar store. They have a Fast Bites barbecue rib sandwich. Tweet. And that's just a bunch of people tweeting stuff, and everyone is mad and says, bring back the McRib. Maybe they've announced it now. Maybe the pressure got to them. Let's see.
McCox and Crendor is close at hand when the McRib returns.
Oh, shit.
When the McRib returns, it's time for you to send us your McCox and Crendor photos.
Oh, yeah.
I, for one, can't wait.
I got to try my McRib and hate myself for a day.
Everyone has to.
That'll be fantastic.
Well.
And that's I was just checking if there's any updates, and not yet.
All right. Crendor, what is our bigs? What is our big snooze story of the day?
Big snooze story of the day. So, big snooze story of the day is we got two. First one is last week we talked about the McRib. This week we got a date. The McRib returns to nationwide McDonald's for the first time since 2012. So I guess normally it doesn't come back nationwide, but now it's nationwide.
Can I tell you, this is a perfect story. I got a text message from my mom today.
All right.
This is all it said. Today at 9:36 a.m. McRib back on December 2nd. Restructured meat as invented by the U.S. Army. It is made up of pig heart, pig tripe, and pig stomach. And I messaged her back. So what you're saying is it's not good for you? And she wrote, no, just thought that you could pass it on during Cox and Crendor. And I'm like, what? I believe we all know that the McRib is shit, Mom.
And I feel like if you're eating it, you already know that. The same way if you ask people that smoke, like, hey, you know smoke is not good for you, they're like, yeah. Like, we get it.
All I'm saying is, I'm still going to get one McCox and Crendor. It's seasonal. I have to.
Yeah, you got to get it.
I happen to love extremely barbecued flavored pig tripe. Is that a problem, Mother? It's delicious.
McDonald's McRib is returning December 2nd, and the fast food giant brought the McRib to 10,000 of its 14,000 U.S. restaurants last year in the biggest launch since 2012. It is back every year, but is notoriously hard to find. And
what? Really?
That's
what is
that?
It brought it to 10,000 of its 14,000 restaurants. What are the other 4,000 up to? Why don't they want the McRib?
I don't know. That's a great question. Maybe it's just it's probably in like random places that would never get it.
I got questions about that. Why is that the case?
Yeah, I don't know. We need to investigate. Does your town have McRibs and have other places had McRibs while your town doesn't have a McRib? Report.
Yeah, let us know. Do you have a McDonald's near you that just doesn't get the McRib? Have you asked them why they don't get a McRib? Is it because they know that it's terrible?
Maybe they're not allowed to.
Yeah, maybe the local ordinance forbids people eating pig butt.
So yeah, it's
all right.
It's coming back.
It's important news.
Then we have and if you wanna hear Jesse's reaction to eating his first McRib, it's like 100 episodes ago or something. I don't know. Just search Cox and Crendor McRib, you'll probably find it.
If you want to hear our reaction to you eating a McCox and Crendor, December 2nd, send us those photos. Include hashtag McCox and Crendor, hashtag McDonald's, or at McDonald's.
Yeah, you got to.
So McDonald's will love us more. And I don't know, send us stuff.
That's all we want. It's just free stuff.
Yeah.
So our next story is kind of a Halloween one. A little weird. I don't even know if it's real or fake, but it's a story someone sent. Escaped cloned female mutant crayfish take over Belgian cemetery.
Wait, whoa, hold on. What?
Yeah.
This seems like a Halloween story. What?
That's what I'm saying. I was like, I don't even know what's happening. Escaped self-cloning mutant crayfish created in experimental breeding programs have invaded a Belgian cemetery. Hundreds of the duplicating crustaceans, which can dig down to up to a meter and are always female, pose a deadly threat to local biodiversity after colonizing a historic Antwerp graveyard.
What?
This is like a sci-fi movie in the making.
What? Crayfish, though. How did they get to the cemetery?
Because
where's
those
the
fish
nearby
be cray,
water?
dude. Those are some cray
You're right.
fish.
You're right. You're right.
It's impossible to
You can't
round
control them. They cray.
It's impossible to round them all up. It's like trying to empty the ocean with a thimble, said Kevin Shears of the Flemish Institute for Nature and Woodland Research. Marbled crayfish, which travel across land and water at night and eat whatever they can, do not occur in nature and are banned from the European Union.
What do you mean, do not occur in nature?
Yeah, what?
What does that mean? Do they make these in a lab? And oh my god,
Crazy
what?
crafted crayfish?
These crayfish is crazy crafted. Crazy fish. That sounds like a restaurant in Florida for sure.
Once these things take over, we'll have a bunch of them to eat. Then it will pop up in Florida. Instead, the freshwater beasts, which are about 10 centimeters big and voracious, are thought to have been bred by unscrupulous German pet traders in the 90s. They are
What?
I don't know. I guess a group of German pet traders just...
German pet traders definitely sounds like a diabolical group. If you are a group of German pet traders, you're up to some shady shit. I don't know what,
no doubt.
but it's bad. Yeah, oh yeah.
The mutation, they're similar to the slow crayfish found in Florida, but are parthenogenetic, which means they reproduce with themselves and all their children are genetically identical females.
What?
The mutation, which occurred...
hell?
I don't even understand. The mutation, which occurred about 25 years ago, means populations can spring up rapidly from just a single Procambarus virginalis.
I love that you have to read these words. Bless your sweet soul.
In 2018, scientists established the global marbled crayfish population was descended from a single female and didn't need males to reproduce. The EU banned possession and release of the uncanny crayfish in 2014, but it is impossible to trace the owners because all the crayfish are genetically exactly the same. The crayfish have taken root in the pools and streams of the Schoenselhof Cemetery in Antwerp, which is known as the Flemish city's Père Lachaise.
Yep. Right. I'm sure they definitely call it the Père Lachaise. Yeah.
Yeah.
Père Lachaise.
They said John Rankin Rathbone, a British John Rankin Rathbone.
That is the most British name I've ever heard.
Oh yeah. British MP killed in action in 1940 is among the famous people memorialized here. Once again, the pet trade is to blame for the infestation of the cemetery where the bodies of 1577 British Commonwealth soldiers killed in World War II lie. Someone apparently had the animal in their aquarium and then set it free in the canal, they said.
Why would... What? What? Okay, I don't get it, but crazy people.
These are crazy people.
Crazy people.
Crazy.
Crazy fish.
Let's see. Scientists hope the science fiction shellfish's incredible adaptability may help them understand how cancer tumors adapt to their environment by developing resistance to certain drugs. Both the crayfish and tumors have epigenetic mechanisms. This helps them to adapt to different environments by switching certain genes on or off.
How did we get to this? Yeah, how did we... I mean, they're fish that give birth without... Like, they just have babies. They don't even need no man. Those are crazy fish.
It's particularly prevalent in Madagascar, where its rapid spread in less than a decade is because of its popularity as a cheap source of protein. Researchers have found the marbled crayfish could outcompete 7 native crayfish. And that's the story.
I can't even believe that's a thing. All right, Crendor, what is our big news story of the day?
You're looking for a big news story of the day?
I am, yes.
This no-fuss cinnamon swirl quick bread is better than any cinnamon roll you've ever tasted.
Okay, I'm willing to go down this rabbit hole. I don't know how this is the story of the week, but here we are.
There's no bake more comforting than a quick loaf. Clean up is a breeze with these one bowl recipes, which you can prepare in 15 minutes or less. It's been a long year. There's one thing everyone could use in their lives right now: comfort. And that's why Meyer Lemon Blueberry Loaf has developed by Salon's resident pastry chef Megan McGarry of Buttercream Blondie was a viral hit. Did they just promote like 3 brands in one sentence?
I have no idea what you just said. I have no idea what words came out of your mouth that made it made no sense to me.
I clicked one of their links and it took me to a Level Up Valentine's Day by giving whoopie pies a red wine makeover. What the shit?
You are in the home cook baker section of the news, and it is lovely.
This is like crazy. You know those morning shows where they like bring on somebody and they're like, teach us how to make your apple spice loaf cake, and they're like, well, what you're gonna need is a cup of apple spice and a cup of loaf cake, and you
that is where we are. Yes, yeah.
And they're like, wow, can I drink this or can I eat this with my booze? And they're like, yeah, sure, you can have booze with everything. Like, whoa,
you can have whoopie pies with any type of booze.
This is great. If you missed it, I did. Salon Foods spent the last 6 weeks baking through fall with McGarry's roster of go-to seasonal bakes. After the popular loaf, readers pivoted to apple crisp bars, which magnified the star fruit of the season, and an apple crumb cake, which served up nostalgia in a no-fuss bake. Who
is this author who 100% should be writing for anything but this?
Yes.
This is like a well-written article of utter nonsense. Of like, the seasonal fruit is the supreme star. This is like someone writing about a movie, but it's about like a cake.
Yeah, it is. This is Joseph Neese of the Salon.
I appreciate Joseph's writing. I think it's great. It's insane that this is about food, but it's great.
I just clicked on his thing here on Salon. I don't even know what Salon is. It's just another one of those generic like Kotaku sites, I think.
I've always heard that. Kotaku is the salon of gaming. Yes, that's what I've heard.
All I know is they're like a PS5 review, and they're like, PlayStation 5 is going to be great, but you shouldn't enjoy it because the world is bad. And it's like, what the shit kind of review is this? I hate Kotaku. These cozy apple crisp bar. He literally just writes about baking.
I love this. If he could write me, I don't know, like you know how when you have to sometimes submit like an autobiography about yourself to a company,
yeah,
or when they promote you or whatever.
Yeah.
I would like this guy to just write about me the way he writes about food. Can I pay him to do that? Because that'd be amazing.
Maybe you can.
Oh my god.
It looks like if I keep going back, he started on politics, then warped into food. So I think he just kind of.
It's been a long time. This guy deserves it.
Slowly was like, hey, instead of politics, can I just go into like muffins? Like, yeah, well, all right.
It's amazing.
Fair enough.
Oh my god.
It may be hard to believe it, but the holidays are finally upon us. This week rings in the season with the first in a new series of modern spins on classic desserts. Cinnamon Swirl Quick Bread. There's no better way to ease into the most wonderful time of the year with a recipe that will not only make your kitchen smell like your home for the holidays. He also said the wrong your. He said your kitchen smell like you are home for the holidays. We'll give him a break. but also
maybe that's like you are home for the holidays. Maybe it'll smell like you are home for you are home at your home, but you're not at home right now.
All right, let me read this sentence with that. There's no better way to ease into the most wonderful time of the year than with a recipe that will not only make your kitchen smell like you are home for the holidays, but also require minimal effort.
Yeah, like you are, instead of, we're assuming the idea
you know what, you're right.
Yeah,
it's
like
just
it
a
being
weird
us.
sentence.
I think what he's trying to say is when you go home, it always smells a little bit better than like your own house. You know what I mean?
It's
I think that's what that
correct,
sentiment
but
is.
it just sounds weird. Reading it.
But I'm going to give him a pass because I wanted to write my autobiography.
Yeah. And I'll give him a pass because I'm bad at a bunch of stuff. You could spend a pretty penny on a highly processed cinnamon at the store. Yeah, or
boo!
Instead, you could simply open up your pantry where you'll find everything you need to make a no-fuss upgrade to both options without leaving home. The list of everyday
We're going to do a cinnamon bread with no cinnamon? What is happening?
Well, you got all-purpose flour, cinnamon, eggs, and sugar.
Oh, wait, no, so he's getting cinnamon. Where are you getting the
you're
cinnamon
getting
from?
the cinnamon. I don't know.
In his closet? Well, that's not where my cinnamon is.
Yeah, I don't know. Like this.
I have to go get cinnamon, so what kind of cinnamon do I need?
He doesn't say.
What if I just take Cinnamon Toast Crunch and grind it?
That might work, actually.
Right?
It's got to be some recipe. It's like, instead of using cinnamon, grind down some Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
I'm just saying.
Oh my god. Cinnamon Toast Crunch recipe. Homemade Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Cinnamon Toast Crunch cookies. Cinnamon Toast Crunch bars.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Ooh. Cinnamon Toast Crunch bread.
Oh, shit. That is... Wait, they have cinnamon
Yo, it looks
Toast
good,
Crunch.
too. Oh, my God. That looks delicious. No, what? That shit's going to kill me. I can't look at that anymore.
They have Cinnamon Toast Crunch churro cereal. They have churro cereal.
They have Cinnamon Toast Crunch banana bread.
That sounds good.
Oh, my God.
Why is everybody making banana bread now? That was like a thing this year.
I don't know. Probably because it's one of the easier breads, I think, to make.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Even you can make a banana bread.
Yeah, like I think it's one of the easier ones to not screw up.
Interesting.
I think that's how it's supposed to be. Or either I'm just very skilled at making banana bread.
Have you made a banana bread?
I have made banana bread's one of the few breads. I've never made a bread, you know, like a loaf of something.
Right.
But I've made banana bread, and I've made like a pound cake, which I think is the same premise, I think, as a banana bread. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's like it's that same type of shape and texture, I think.
Yeah. I think I've done that. I've made muffins and biscuits and all this stuff, pancakes, all the things a normal person probably has made. But I wasn't on that make a bread train this year. I didn't think like, well, I've got plenty of time to kill. I guess I'll make bread. That didn't last long for anybody. People were on that for about a month, and then that disappeared real quick.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, the rest of the article is just like telling you how to make it, and then it just says simplicity isn't the only reason to love a quick loaf. Like its apple and blueberry relatives, the cinnamon version fits any menu. It's the perfect starter for a boozy brunch, afternoon pick-me-up when paired with a hot cup of tea, or after dinner, a dessert alongside a heaping scoop of vanilla ice cream. If you aren't hosting family and friends this holiday season, this loaf makes a great gift that is guaranteed to liven up any boring cookie swap. It also freezes well for when you need some emotional support. Here's to a season filled with joy and laughter.
You know what? Great article. Maybe one of the best ones we've done in a long time.
Honestly, I feel like we needed one of those.
Yeah, I do too. I feel like, you know what? It's about damn time.
Yeah, we've had too many just like, Florida man yells about lettuce again. Like, I get it, all right? He's on drugs or alcohol. He's mad.
Yeah.
Let's just read about some cinnamon cake.
If he was on cinnamon cake instead of booze and drugs, things would have been a lot different.
Yeah, exactly.
Just saying. Just putting it out there. Just saying.
Yeah.
Now there's going to be an article next week like, drugged out cinnamon cake fiend robs liquor store. And we're going to have to be like, oh, no.
It was good while it lasted.
Okay, what is our big news story of the day?
Big news story of the day.
All right, how'd the Google search go?
Georgia woman accused of posing as FBI agent to get free Chick-fil-A.
You know what? If you're going to use your powers for evil, it might as well be for Chick-fil-A.
She's not an FBI agent, though.
Right, she was posing as one. She could have posed as an FBI agent to, like, I don't know, get money from something or, I don't know, intimidate people. Instead, she was like, I'll have a number one, large, with some of that Polynesian sauce, please. And they were like, right away, officer. And she's like, the fools.
Got him. Where'd he go? A Georgia woman was arrested last week for allegedly posing as an FBI agent in order to get a free meal from Chick-fil-A. Kimberly,
question.
Yep.
Was this her first time doing this? You know what? I'm going to wait. I'll wait.
We'll wait.
I'll wait.
Kimberly Ragsdale, 47, was busted last Thursday trying to rip off the fast food joint in the city of Rockmart, according to a police report.
I wonder what her outfit looked like. Do you think she did like the power suit? With the little badge? Or do you think she just showed up in tees and in jeans? It was like, I'm undercover.
Well, that's what she looks like.
Never mind. She did not show up dressed like an FBI agent.
She looked like she showed up high off meth.
Yes.
Workers at the restaurant had called police to report that Ragsdale was identifying herself, quote, as a federal agent to try and get free food. When cops showed up, Ragsdale stuck to her role, but when asked to show proof, the suspect said her credentials were electronic, and she lacked any tangible identification.
What? How do you have electronic credentials? What does that mean?
Okay, can I see her driver's license? It's electronic.
I don't know what that means. Boop, beep, boop.
I don't know either.
Hold on, let me punch it up here. Boop, beep, boop, boop.
All right, good.
Ma'am, are you just making beep, boop, boop sounds with your mouth? No, I'm on my iPad. Ma'am, you're just punching into the palm of your hand. No, it's very tiny. Boop, beep, boop, boop, boop. You're doing it again, ma'am.
So, wait, where did I leave it? Wait, this place is called Rockmart?
The city?
Yeah, the city's called Rockmart.
Don't look it up. You're going to be disappointed.
Rockmart, Georgia. What do you got here? Well, we got rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. They have a cool slate house, actually. Wow. The Rockmart Slate House.
Just when I click Rockmart, Georgia, it takes me to a street that is clearly abandoned.
Look at that. It's a house made of, like, slates.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
That's probably from the olden times.
Yeah, it's probably from when they named it Rockmart.
Yeah. Maybe that was the original Rockmart.
That's got to be.
Right?
So, where am I?
Wow, this is an old-ass town. You can tell this is a middle-of-nowhere town. They have a store called Smith Lockwood Drugs and Jewelry. That's what it's called. You're going to one store to buy your drugs and your jewelry.
That's probably what she did.
That's a small-ass town.
She got her FBI badge, went straight to Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, get her drugs and jewelry.
Ragsdale reluctantly left the white minivan she was in after police threatened to deploy a taser. Miss Ragsdale then began to talk into her shirt like she was talking into a radio, telling someone that we were arresting her and to send someone to Rockmart PD, the police report said. The woman was charged with impersonating a public official.
I immediately was distracted by the photo of, if you just Google Rockmart, one of the first photos that I see is of two kids in the back of a military Jeep playing with a machine gun.
What?
Actually, there are several photos. There are many, many photos. Actually, I'm not sure there are kids. The kids are actually in the back. They are. There's someone driving it. There's a woman driving this Jeep, and there's a little boy in the back playing with the machine gun.
What did you Google?
I just Googled Rockmart, Georgia.
Georgia. I don't see that.
Well, that's what I see, and that's worrisome. Hold on, look at this. Hold on.
Don't.
Cut. I'm going to send it to you right now.
Okay.
This. Rockmart, and then to scroll down through the photos.
Let's see here. Oh my God, you're right.
I told you.
Huh.
That's like a brother and sister, and then if you keep scrolling and there's like a mom driving it, and it's like, whoa, wait a minute.
That can't be real, right? That's gonna be like some historical
I hope so.
thing.
I hope it's part of historic Rockmart and not something like, come on, kids.
We're gonna drive the anti-air vehicle today.
We're going to go get you a PlayStation 5.
Oh my God. The last picture. Scroll down to like the final picture, and it shows like it's got Duke Museum of whatever, so it is historic. The kid's just holding the machine gun, looking off into the distance, like daydreaming, and he has the face of like, man, I wish I got a PS5.
Yes, all right, it definitely is a museum. Okay. Yeah, it's a museum, but you're right. The last photo, that little boy is like, guns are cool, but I wish I had a PS5.
So
His
good.
face is so like, really, we got to do this? Okay. Amazing.
Also, I think you missed the primetime part of the story. The woman
Which is?
began to talk into her shirt like she was radioing that the police were arresting her. Literally getting arrested and being like, hey, I'm getting arrested right now. I'm talking into my shirt.
My favorite part is that people do that often. It's a thing that happens.
Oh, yeah.
That I've heard about frequently, where people will pretend they're actually undercover and they'll talk into their shirt like no one's going to check and see if they have a wire in there.
Yeah.
You don't want to mess with me. I need backup right now. Like, did you just make the sound with your mouth? Nope, that was my walkie-talkie. Over.
It's
what happened to her?
That's it. She got arrested for impersonating a police officer.
Some chicken sandwiches just aren't worth it. That's our lesson here. That's our lesson here. Okay, what's our big news story of the day?
Big news story of the day. Let's see. There's an interesting one. Was Florida man arrested after driving away with power pole on car roof?
Whoa. I'm sorry, is the news article posing a question? Was he?
I think it is.
Wouldn't they know? Time out. Shouldn't they know?
I think they should know, yes.
Was he? We have to know. Did they just clickbait us? What just happened here?
Yeah, what the shit?
What news article is headlined like that? Who wrote this? Who is this clickbaiter?
This is Snopes.com.
Okay, sure. All right. Sounds like a reliable source.
Then it says, rating true. So does that mean, is it like telling us the story's true and not fake?
Maybe they were trying to see if it was true.
Okay.
All right.
A 71-year-old Florida man was arrested on suspicion of grand theft after finding a downed power pole near an interstate and tying it to the roof of his 97 Toyota Camry with the hope of selling the pole for scrap metal.
I'm sorry, what?
I guess he wanted to sell the pole for scrap metal.
You know shit's bad out there for people when they're like, is that a down power pole? Shh, we can sell that for scrap metal. That says a lot about this country. I'll be real with you. That says a lot about people where they're like, look, I got to make ends meet. We're selling that pole.
The story went viral after it was first reported. The Associated Press on November 17th and appeared in a number of news outlets. Snopes readers asked our team to look into his alleged arrest record, which we found listed on the Hillsborough Sheriff's Office website. Douglas Hatley was arrested on the 16th and was in jail at the time of publication with a bond set at $4,000, facing grand theft charges, a charge administered if the property stolen is more than $300 but less than $20,000, and punishable by a maximum sentence of 5 years, $5,000.
Are you telling me that we could have been looking up all these stories we do all these years on Snopes, and they would have given us a review if it was real or not? I hate this website because the best part of these stories is most of the time they're probably bullshit.
I know. We wouldn't even have done the Tito Watts.
Yeah, we would have been like, oh, this Tito Watts is fake. How dare they? How dare they ruin this for us? They'll probably tell us that dick-biting spider was fake too.
Yeah. Idiots. An employee of the construction group, Walsh Infrastructure, followed the maroon Toyota Camry after he witnessed the driver of the vehicle load a light pole located on the outside shoulder of Interstate 4 onto his car.
How
he also
big
called
was this
the authorities.
pole? Was this like a normal light pole? Are we talking about an actual interstate light pole?
We got pictures.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. How did... It literally is a light pole that you would see on an interstate.
Yes.
And he strapped this thing down on the top of his car. There's no way he could have ever gotten away with this.
I can't believe it didn't like crush his car or something. That's crazy.
I can't believe he can still drive with it on his car. The aerodynamics are all out of whack. This thing, it's so crazy. How this thing didn't like flip the car? How this didn't like on a turn roll off? I just don't get it. That's incredible. Holy crap. I've never seen... this is the image we're using for this entire episode.
Oh yeah.
My God.
Yeah, this is...
That is incredible.
It actually is very impressive.
Right? Like, it's illegal as hell, but very impressive.
Yeah. Well,
and he was how old?
71.
Man, this guy. If I at 71 can steal a flag like a light pole, man, I'm in. I'm doing great. I'm doing so great.
While speaking... Wait, where am I? While speaking to Hatley, he explained that he did in fact find the down light pole on the side of the interstate and was attempting to turn it in as scrap metal for money. He advised that he was unaware that it was illegal to remove utility poles or light poles from the interstate if they were in fact broken or fallen over.
I think he knew. I'm going to go on a limb and say he probably knew.
I think he probably knew as well.
This isn't like roadkill where you're like, hey, it was down on the road. I can take it.
It was like, hey, a literal light pole's down. I guess I'll take it. It's mine now.
Oh, man.
And here's one more picture for the road.
Is it a picture of... Oh, my God. Again, the amount of work that went into doing this is out of control.
Yeah. It's insane. It's impressive. It's like how that one guy camped out in Disneyland for a week. Like, it's illegal, but, like, that was impressive.
Impressive, yeah. Like, he made it a week. Yeah, this guy had it... He got it up off the road, onto the hood of it, or like onto the top of his car, managed to rope the whole thing, then get the rope under the car, wrap it through the windows. This was an effort.
Yeah.
I can't hate him. You know what? I wouldn't have done it, but now that I watched a man do it, I can see, like, you know what? I know how I would do it if I needed to.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Crendor, what is our big news story of the day?
Big news story of the day. I was afraid I wasn't going to be able to find anything, and then I found an amazing story.
Uh-oh. Yes?
This story.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Florida man defrosts Thanksgiving turkey in swimming pool.
I don't. Why is this a news story? Why is stupidity news? I just don't know anymore.
A Florida man is getting a lot of attention after sharing their unique family tradition on social media. Mark O'Donnell and his family found an unusual way to defrost their Thanksgiving turkey, and it's become an annual tradition. "We thaw our turkey in the pool. That's how you do it when you live in Florida," he said.
That's not how you do it at all. No matter the location. That is terrible.
It is. Every year, a different family member throws the turkey into the pool. This year...
You know what? This is a tradition. Like, let the kids do it this year, honey.
Let them do it. But this year, the bird was thawed in just a few hours. Most people wonder, doesn't the chlorine get into your turkey? O'Donnell said. These bags are sealed by the factories. We've never had a leakage yet and no chlorine in our turkey.
He says that with the confidence of a man who does not know. There's no way that this could be filled with chlorine.
These are factory sealed.
The factory sealed it. There's no possible way this could rip open.
There's no way it's got a leak. The I don't think I've ever purchased an item that's got a slight rip in it, ever. It's sealed by a factory.
It has never happened. The factory is always right.
The United States Department of Agriculture recommends 3 ways to safely thaw a turkey: the refrigerator, cold water, or a microwave.
But not the pool, huh?
No.
Weird. Okay.
O'Donnell knows his way is not recommended, but the family says tradition has been happening for 18 years after they forgot to get the turkey out of the freezer.
Oh my God, that's even better. Is the first time they were like, you know what? We just got to do it some way. And then they just kept doing it rather than go back and learn a lesson. They were like, haha, the pool's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He said, I think this year, because it's 2020, people are looking for some lighthearted fun. Hey, look at these crazy people. We're crazy about Florida, he said. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Americans eat an average of 704 million pounds of turkey every Thanksgiving, according to the National Turkey Federation. It's safe to assume most of these birds are not thawed in swimming pools.
Yes, they would be correct. However, because of this article, I look forward to the increase in people doing it.
There he is.
Swinging the turkey. He's chucking it in. Yes. This guy definitely has the vibe of a dude who's like, look, I thaw my turkeys in pools and I don't wear masks to anywhere else.
He definitely does.
Yeah, this guy. This is very Florida.
Oh yeah. No, that's 100%, 110% Florida.
Yeah. My favorite part is that his bench is plants. Like, people could sit there, but my plants are there, so tough.
Yeah. No, you gotta have plant benches.
Why throw it in? Like, here's the worst part. This photo is him tossing it in the pool. That's how that thing rips.
Yeah.
Why not just dunk it in? Like, him tossing it, that's how you end up with the rip?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. This guy. This guy.
I mean, hey, 18 years and it's still going. So,
I need to look something up. Are frozen turkeys airtight? And it's original. They do claim that they have airtight containers. Like, the packaging's airtight. I mean, so far it's flawless logic. This guy's very smart.
I mean, yeah, maybe he knows more than we do.
Yeah, maybe. Who knew? All right, Crendor, what is our big news story of the day?
A big news story.
I don't like this. A big news story.
East Bay cops respond to burglary call, discover a dozen raccoons brawling instead.
What? I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, that's what I said when I saw it. 2 city police officers who thought they were thwarting a burglary in progress ended up face-to-face with about a dozen raccoons engaged in a raucous brawl at the Corporation Yard on 13th Street. True to their reputation at conniving critters, the naturally masked Proconids...
Whoa! That is some anti-raccoon propaganda right there. True to conniving critters? Come on now, they're just raccoons.
There's raccoons.
They're not like Sly Cooper.
Yeah, they're just trying to live and eat and do
Yeah,
whatever.
conniving critters. This writer is definitely like, animals secretly talk to each other.
Oh yeah, what's his name? Nate Gartrell.
Oh yeah, Nate. He's like, my favorite documentary is Zootopia. Never trust a fox.
Nate, let's see, what about Nate? Joined the news group in 2014. He aspires to visit all 30 MLB stadiums. All right. Let's see here. Just had to learn a little bit.
All right, yeah, all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where we leave off, Proconids promptly paraded to parts unknown, leaving one unfortunate smaller raccoon to stay and deal with the cops. A Richmond police news release said the remaining raccoon advised officers it was just a family dispute, and they let him or her go.
I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. I really, truly believe that this guy thinks that animals can talk. I believe that now. This story has only cemented it in my mind that this dude is like, in the story, the raccoon's like, listen, officer, it was just a family dispute. My cousin, he gets a little rowdy when he finds alcohol in the trash can, and tonight was that kind of night. Don't worry, it's fine, officer. And the officer was like, all right, Ricky, well, you get out of here. His name's Ricky Raccoon, by the way. All right, Ricky, well, you get out of here. He's like, okay, officer, thank you so much. It won't happen again, I promise. And then the officer turns to his other cop buddy, and he's like, third time this month. That family's a mess. I see it. I see it happening. I know. Well, I see what Nate sees. But does that make me crazy too?
Maybe the raccoons are actually one of the thriving civilizations in our Florida man world. You know?
right, of course. Of course that's what's happening.
It's like
It's Florida man.
that one movie. What's it called?
Air Bud?
Oh. What's
Super
it called?
Babies?
It's what Tom Nook is. The Tanuki?
The Tanuki?
The Tanuki?
Hence Tom Nook?
Yeah, Japanese raccoon dog.
Yeah.
It's that one. There's that one movie on it.
Mario Brothers 3?
No. Tanuki movie. Pom Poko.
What?
Yeah, Pom Poko.
What movie? Tom Poco?
Pom, like a pom-pom.
What is this movie?
It's a Ghibli movie.
Ah, all right. It's an anime. Okay. All right.
That's not an anime.
A Studio Ghibli movie's not an anime?
No.
What
I
is
wouldn't
it?
qualify it as an anime.
What is it then?
It's like a high-quality cartoon film. Made in
An
Japan.
anime.
Okay, let's figure out. Okay, there's like a few different. Okay, anime.
So
description.
an anime.
Anime is a hand-drawn computer animation originating from Japan, determined to blah, blah, blah. Okay, so like technically it's an anime, but like when you hear anime, you think of like
What do you
you think of like Gabu Gabu Punch Man episode 10,000, right? I don't think of like Studio Ghibli movies as
I'll have you know that if you stick with Gabu Gabu Punch Man, by the time you hit episode 10,000, all those character arcs really start to pay off. I'm just saying. It all really comes together around episode 10,000. How dare you? How dare you? Gabu Gabu Punch Man is a classic. It has been going on for 27 years. Every single one of those episodes. I have a friend who has every VHS from back in the day.
I'm like, that's what I'm saying, all right? I define those things as anime. Those series that are like 1,000 episodes long and everything. That's like what instantly goes to my mind. That's what I always I always say that on stream whenever we get in like a big anime discussion, because Gmart's super weeb. He's seen every anime, and he'll be like, just ask chat for anime, and then chat will be like, you need to watch this anime, and I'm like, I'm not going to like it. I like about 6 animes.
Gabu Gabu.
And then I like all the Studio Ghibli movies.
I need to look this up. Hold on. Japanese to English. Gabu. Gabu. Doesn't look like Gabu is a Japanese word. Unfortunately.
No, I thought it was.
Guzzling.
Gabu.
Oh, it's the Gabu Gabu is the sound of guzzling, apparently.
Oh.
Guzzling Punch Man is the name of
It's
your...
also on Urban Dictionary. Cool but silly.
Gabu Gabu? I mean, okay,
Yeah.
sure. Gabu Gabu, cool but silly Punch Man also works.
Wait, there's a thing called Yo Gabu Gabu.
No, that's Yo Gabba Gabba.
No, Yo Gabu Gabu.
No, that's Yo Gabba Gabba. Yo Gabu Gabu is something bootleg Yo Gabba Gabba.
I don't know about that. It's right here.
I'm just saying, Yo Gabu Gabu is not a thing.
Yo Gabu Gabu. It's a cat. There's like a cat monster thing.
Oh, it is. Oh, it is. What?
Yeah.
Oh, is Gabu? Oh, this is some. This is that show that wasn't Pokemon.
Digimon?
Digimon, it looks like.
Wait, is it?
This one thing, or it's yokai. It's one of those damn things.
I don't know what that is.
It's definitely one of those, like, you know, one of those Gabu Gabu Punch Man things.
All right, I understand.
Yeah.
There's the thing. Like, I'm very picky with any animes I watch. I like a lot of the like thrillers, or like psychological like thrillers. You know what I mean? Like, what was good? I like Parasite. I like Attack on Titan. I like the Demon. What was it called? Demon Slayer. And there's like a couple other ones. That's like it. And then I like all the Studio Ghibli movies.
All right.
Do you like Studio Ghibli movies?
I mean, they're beautiful, but I would classify them as anime, right? Like,
I mean, technically, yes.
they aren't like, oh no, Fuji-san!
We need to use the power of friendship.
But
For
our
the
friendship
100th
meter's
time.
so low!
Use our power levels. Like,
There's only one way to increase your power level, Fuji-san. You must kiss all of your friends. Kiss me too? Not you. Zuki. That's right, Zuki. Yep. All right. Well, that's where we're at.
Of course, Zuki.
I know, old Zuki. What a nerd.
How did we get here?
I don't know. I have no idea how we got here. Because
the raccoons. Tanuki. There's a Ghibli movie called Pom Poko. It's about tanukis that live in a thing, and then I don't even really like the movie. It's okay. It's kind of weird. I don't know.
All right. Well,
I think it's because
I
they
don't
have like
know.
a narrator, and he's like, the tanukis walk this way. I just don't like the narration of it. I don't know. So, where did I leave off?
I mean,
this marks.
the article was dumb, and we've gotten to this point. That's where we're at.
That is where we're at. Did anything crazy happen in this? Baby raccoon. Wait, what the? A baby raccoon is seen in a file photo. The raccoon pictured here is not suspected of participating in a brawl that was broken up by Richmond police.
They just
So they
took
just posted
another
a picture-
photo of
They took a
another
picture of a
raccoon.
random raccoon, like
They might
drinking
as well
water.
just put Sly Cooper there. They might as well just if they're gonna put any raccoon there, the suspect Sly Cooper was last seen. They might as well just do that.
What a late. That's like there was an old man that broke into a house. This picture is of a random old man and not the one that broke into the house.
Yeah.
Like, that's dumb. Anyway, I don't know what happened, but that's the news.
Okay, what's our big news story of the day?
That rhymed.
Thanks. I tried.
Also, there's a lot of people sending us their McCocks and Crendors.
Thank you. Keep it up.
Yep, keep it up, keep it up. Oh, that's right. We had the follow-up to the treasure story.
Oh, that's right. I didn't read that one yet.
Yeah. So, the man that finder of the treasure chest hidden in the Rocky Mountains reveals his identity. The man...
So we heard about this. The crazy guy who hid his treasure.
Yep.
Someone found it, and people died looking for this treasure.
Yes. We did this story like 7 years ago, and then we covered it again
and then we did it
last
recently. Yeah.
Yeah, and now here's the
crazy thing is, the guy isn't. I expected like some young treasure hunter, not at all who it is.
Oh yeah. The man who found buried chests that had enraptured scores of treasure hunters for a decade has revealed his identity, Jack Stoof. And in June, he found the treasure famously buried by author and retired art dealer Forrest Fenn, somewhere in the Rocky Mountains, with a poem from Fenn's memoir, The Thrill of the Chase, offering clues to its location. Fenn announced in June that the treasure had been found, but he wouldn't say where exactly it was found or who found it. And in July, to provide some closure to who had searched in other states, Fenn revealed that the chest had been hidden in Wyoming. Over the course of the hunt, at least 4 people died searching through the Rockies for the trove, which Fenn said contained $2 million worth of gold and gems. Stoof, in a post on Medium, said he had asked for his identity to be kept secret so he wouldn't invite the same fate that Fenn and his family had dealt with amid fervent treasure hunters. For the past 6 months, I've remained anonymous, not because I have anything to hide, but because Forrest and his family endured stalkers, death threats, home invasions, frivolous lawsuits, and potential kidnapping. All at the hands of people with delusions related to his treasure. I don't want those things to happen to me and my family. Makes sense. Fenn died in September at age 90. His family confirmed on Monday that it was Stoof who found Fenn's treasure. Some treasure seekers had believed the finding was a hoax. We congratulate Jack on finding and retrieving the treasure, and we hope that this confirmation will help to dispel the conjecture, conspirational nonsense, and refusals to accept the truth. Stoof, who Outside Magazine reports is a 32-year-old medical student from Michigan, says a lawsuit forced him to give up his anonymity. A Chicago attorney named Barbara Anderson filed a lawsuit against Fenn and then unnamed finder in the U.S. District Court in Santa Fe, New Mexico, in June after the treasure was reported found. She argues that after she had spent several years painstakingly deciphering Mr. Fenn's poem and scouting the general location of the treasure, someone hacked her cell phone and stole proprietary information that led them to the trove. Stoof said the case is meritless. The U.S. District Court for New Mexico has ruled that Forrest Estate must provide some of my personal info to a woman I do not know with whom I have never communicated who has brought a meritless lawsuit against me. This would make my name a matter of public record, so I chose to come forward today. While Stoof's identity is now known, a few other mysteries remain. Where in Wyoming the chest was found and how exactly he solved the riddle. He says he pored over not only Fenn's poem, but also interviews with him, teasing out clues from his words to understand what kind of person he was and where he might be inclined to hide his riches. And the secret hiding spot? Stoof says he wants that to remain secret, lest it become a site of pilgrimage and become overrun, perhaps by people looking to see if it may be an emerald that was dropped along the way.
Oh, I guess that makes sense, kinda? I don't know.
Yeah, I guess, but if I were to reveal where the treasure was, the natural wonder of that place the forest held so dear will be destroyed by people seeking treasure they hope I dropped. Getting to the wilderness location where the chest is not dangerous in the conventional sense of the word, but it very quickly can be when people do not take basic precautions and go in the wrong directions, or in the wrong conditions. It is not an appropriate place to become a tourist attraction. Treasure is now in a secure location in New Mexico, but he plans to sell it. He says he has medical loans to pay off. Huh. And that's
okay.
That's the wrap-up of the trilogy.
It's finally done. It's a weird ending, but, like, we're there. We did it.
We did it.
We did it.
I don't think I'd ever want to be a treasure hunter.
No, that sounds like a giant pain in the ass. It doesn't sound anything like you imagine. Like, Indiana Jones, I don't think at the end he was like, well, I got to deal with this bullshit.
Yeah, or Nick Cage.
Right? Yeah. Apparently, it's a thing. Who knew?
Yeah.
No. Damn.
So.
All right, Crendor, what's our big news story of the day?
Big news story of the day.
Of the day.
Peru. Police conduct drug raids dressed as Santa Claus and Elf.
I've actually seen the video of this. It is incredible. All right, yes, this is our story for sure.
Yeah, I see the video right here. It actually does look pretty insane. A police drug squad in Peru have raided a house dressed as Santa Claus and an elf, detaining suspected drug dealer. A police spokeswoman said the man was accused of selling drugs outside his house near a school. Officers wearing a flak jacket under their costumes arrived in an undercover van before breaking into the house where they discovered a bag that appeared to contain drugs, baklavas, and a gun. Am I the only one who whenever I see the word baklava, I always think of like what's the
Here's
dessert?
the thing. I was thinking the same thing too. I was thinking the same. I was like, wait, there's just a bunch of like delicious honey nut square pillow crunchy goodness in there. I don't even know how to describe baklava. I don't.
Yeah, is it baklava? Is it just spelled differently?
No, it's BAKL. It's baklava. LAVA.
Baklava. Oh yeah, there it is. Well, and then this one. Oh yeah, these are balaclavas.
Yeah, right. I was about to say, balaclava is not a baklava. That's two different things, my friend.
That's what it is. I get them mixed up. Cause they just got a whole bag. It's just drugs, guns,
yeah, I was like, wait a minute,
baklava. What? When we get hungry, we need something to eat.
That's what I was like, wait a minute. What you're saying is a totally different thing.
The country's police have used disguises during raids for some time and say the method is an effective tactic. They've been known to dress up as homeless people and street sweepers in the past. Wait, that's all they put? That's the article?
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. I don't see anything else.
Also, can we just talk about how they literally could have wrote a thing full of drugs and masks? Instead, they were like, no. We're not calling it a mask. We're going to confuse Crendor and call it a balaclava.
There's got to be like some memes of like easily confused words. See, here you go. Baklava and balaclava.
That's what I'm saying. Well, one is a mask that people wear in like the cold, and the other is a delicious dessert with nuts, with honey and nuts and phyllo dough.
Lose and loose.
Sure. That
resign. Yeah. Resign and resign.
Interesting. Yeah.
Advice and advise.
Ooh, that's a good one. Yep.
That is a good one. Compliment and compliment. I guess like you give a compliment and then like
something complements something else. So like that scarf complements the outfit. Yeah. Okay, I can see that.
Yeah, disinterested and uninterested.
Ooh, interesting. That's a good one.
Bear and bear.
Right. And I always, for the longest time growing up, I would be like, you have to bear with me, but spell it BARE because it made more sense than you have to be a furry bear with me. And then I was told that's totally wrong. You have to bear with it, like BEAR is how you're supposed to say that phrase. And I was like, what? So, the things you learn.
Further and farther.
Sure. Okay.
Illusion and illusion.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because you're alluding.
Yeah, you're alluding to something. Oh. Something is an illusion versus something is an illusion.
Oh, effect and effect. I still some like your effects, like after effects, right? Like you're adding like effects, like boom, but effect is like I affected the situation.
Right. Yes. It's all about, this makes me realize once again that English is a terrifying language. I feel bad for anyone trying to learn it. All these little things are so nutso when you think about them. Like, wow, we went out of our way to make this difficult.
Yeah, like there's so many. I still remember. God, what word was it? My English teacher in like 6th grade made me write this word like for an entire page because I didn't do it right a few times. I think it was a lot, and I kept doing like ALOT all together, and it was supposed to be a space lot, like a lot, right. But I did like a lot or a lot.
I've done that too before, though. I get it. Yeah.
So to this day, every time I see a lot, I'm like a space LOT. Like it's just drilled into my head.
She got it though. She taught you that for sure.
She did. So I mean, she did her teaching right, I guess.
Yeah, scarred in their brains. That's how it works.
Scarred in the brain. Mm-hmm. So that's the big news story. And right. You know, the elves and Santa with their desserts. And drugs.
And drugs. Merry Christmas. Okay, Crendor, what is our big news story of the day?
California man dressed as Santa gets stuck in power lines.
Santa, no.
So this is the unidentified man was flying on a powered parachute on Sunday when he became entangled in power lines.
Oh no, Crendor. Okay, yeah.
This is in Rio Linda, California. Santa found himself a little more tied up than usual this time of year.
Yep.
Northern California man impersonating Santa Claus, flying on a powered parachute, was rescued Sunday after he became entangled in power lines. The incident happened shortly after the man took off near a school to deliver candy canes to children in his community. He flew into a maze of power lines and wound up suspended in them. The man, who wasn't identified, was not injured. Video from the rescue shows the red, white, and blue aircraft dangling overhead. Santa sat fastened to the pilot's seat. Neighbors watched from the ground as crews worked. Colleen Bousleyman, who lives nearby, said the pilot flies overhead often.
To deliver candy canes? He does this for candy canes?
He flies around so people can see and flies around people's houses. This was the first time he was in his Santa suit. Power was shut off during... Can you just imagine this man flying over your house all the time?
He never stops. We keep trying to get him to, but he never will. Yeah.
Power was shut off during the rescue to about 200 customers, according to the fire district.
Why is the power out, Mom? Santa, son. Santa.
There he is.
Oh, my God. It is much more dramatic than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
He is tangled. Well, that's the image for today's episode. He is tangled in those. How he is not dead is beyond me. How he did not get electrocuted. Oh, my God.
Yeah. I don't know. He should be electrocuted.
Oh, God.
It's unfortunate, but we all need to remember that there's still a lot of good out in the world. There are people doing good things to look at the brightness of the holiday season. They said it didn't take long to rescue the costume pilot and lower him to safety. Without a scratch and full of good cheer, we made sure old St. Nick will use his reindeer when he sees you later this year, the fire department said in a tweet after the incident.
Sometimes maybe don't go all the way, right? Like, you can just walk there as Santa. No,
you could just walk there. You could even
no one's gonna hate you for it.
He could even have his little car thing and just drive there.
Yeah, like a red car that's very cute. No one's gonna hate you for it.
Yeah,
just putting it out there. You don't gotta skydive. There's Christmas cheer, and it wouldn't be the same if I wasn't skydiving into power lines. All right, Santa, do what you do.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's that.
Well, that's it for us. And we'll see you all next time. And as always, to be continued.